Welcome to Great Guitarist of the Rock Era. He's the riff machine behind some of the biggest rock hits of the late 90s. The shredder who evolved from post-grunge giant to metal titan. And the only guitarist who can play with both Miles Kennedy and also some Frank Sinatra-style crooning. Yeah, you heard that right. This is the story of Mark Tremonti, one of the greatest guitarists of the rock era. So let's get ready to dive deep into a career that redefined rock guitar for a new generation. Mark Thomas Tremonti was born April 18, 1974, in Detroit, Michigan. A quiet kid who got his first guitar at the age of 11. Mark grew up idolizing the likes of Metallica, Slayer, Testament, and Kiss. But what made him different? Tremonti didn't just want to play riffs, he wanted to build them like cathedrals. His early heroes, Dimebag Darrell, James Hetfield, and Randy Rhoads, set the bar high, and Mark was determined to climb that mountain. In the mid-90s, Tremonti formed Creed with Scott Stapp, Brian Marshall, and Scott Phillips. Their debut album, My Own Prison, dropped like a bomb in 1997 and included the tracks Born, One, and My Own Prison. It was raw, melodic, and heavy. This album put post-grunge on the map. Human Clay was released in 1999 and included the tracks Higher, With Arms Wide Open, and What If. This monster sold over 11 million copies. Tremonti's riff on What If is totally killer. Weathered was released in 2001 and included the key tracks My Sacrifice, Bullets, and One Last Breath. By now, Tremonti was blending melodic songwriting with metal-tight execution. Bullets especially showcased his shredding evolution. During this time, Tremonti won Guitar World Guitarist of the Year for 3 consecutive years. When Creed temporarily dissolved in 2004, Tremonti was far from done. He reunited with Phillips and Marshall, added the virtuosic Miles Kennedy, and formed Alter Bridge, the band that gave him complete creative freedom. One Day Remains was released in 2004. Key tracks, Open Your Eyes, Metalingus, and Broken Wings. The birth of a new sound, Metalingus became a wrestling anthem, and Tremonti was shredding like never before. Blackbird was released in 2007. Key tracks, Blackbird, Rise Today, and Ties That Bind. Tremonti and Kennedy's dual solo on Blackbird is still among the greatest of all time. In 2009, Creed released Full Circle. It marked the band's reunion and includes songs like Overcome and Rain. Alter Bridge released AB3 in 2010. Key tracks, Isolation, Ghost of Days Gone By, and Wonderful Life. It's a darker, more progressive sound. Tremonti stepped up with intricate layers and deeper riffs. In 2012, Tremonti took a bold step. He launched a solo project, aptly titled Tremonti, where he finally fronted a band as lead singer and guitarist. All I Was released in 2012 and included the key tracks You Waste Your Time and So You're Afraid. It was thrashy, fast, and heavy as hell. With Fortress in 2013, Alter Bridge released a progressive, powerful, and absolutely relentless album that included the key tracks Addicted to Pain, Cry of Achilles, and Calm the Fire. Tremonti released Cauterize in 2015, key tracks Another Heart, and Flying Monkeys. Marked confidence as a frontman's sword. Dust was released in 2016 by Tremonti, recorded during the same sessions as Cauterize, but heavier and moodier. Key tracks, Catching Fire, Betray Me, and My Last Mistake. Also in 2016, Alter Bridge released The Last Hero with key tracks, Show Me a Leader, My Champion, and Cradle to the Grave. Social themes and cinematic solos, check and check. Tremonti released A Dying Machine in 2018 with key tracks Take You With Me, Trust, and Throw Them to the Lions, a concept album, and a novel. Tremonti wrote a sci-fi story to match the record. Walk the Sky was released in 2019 by Alter Bridge with key tracks Wouldn't You Rather, Godspeed, Native Son. Tremonti even dabbled in synths while keeping his signature crunch. Marching in Time was released by Tremonti in 2021 with key tracks If Not For You, Now and Forever, and Bleak. His most personal, emotional solo work to date, he wrote it while becoming a father. Alter Bridge released Pawns and Kings in 2022. Key tracks, This Is War, and the title track, Pawns and Kings. Also released in 2022 was Tremonti Sings Sinatra. Wait, what? Tremonti Sings Sinatra? Yep, in 2022, Mark released Tremonti Sings Sinatra, a passion project for charity that showcased his Frank-style crooning with the original Sinatra band members. And guess what? It's pretty good. Key tracks include I've Got You Under My Skin and The Way You Look Tonight. Class, Soul, and Style from a Metalhead. All proceeds support NDSS and Down syndrome research, a cause close to Mark's heart. Mark Tremonti, Christmas classics, new and old, released in 2023, included Christmas classics like It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year and The Christmas Song. Tremonti released his latest, The End Will Show Us How, in 2025. Key tracks, Just Too Much, The Bottom, and Live in Fear. Currently, Mark is touring Europe in support of his latest solo album, And Will Show Us How. Creed is set to hit the road this summer for their Summer of '99 tour with Three Doors Down, Daughtry, and Mammoth WVH in support. Mark Tremonti isn't just a guitar god, he's a songwriter, a frontman, philanthropist, and a stylistic chameleon. Whether it's crushing riffs with Creed, soaring harmonies with Alter Bridge, or Sinatra-style vocals for a cause, Tremonti's range is unmatched. He's technical but tasteful, heavy yet heartfelt, and that's why he is one of the great guitarists of the rock era. Did I miss your favorite Tremonti track? What's your go-to track when you need to feel unstoppable? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because I've got more legends coming your way. Thanks for watching, and keep rocking.